Hey everyone, welcome, and it looks like Angels of the Zariman is now complete. I've obtained all of the weapons, Gyre, the new Warframe, played through a ton of the 3 new game modes, the 5 new total maps in general, decked out my Dorma Zone a little bit, checked out the Chrysalith, so it looks like the update is fully played through, at least on my end. I still have a lot more random stuff to do, random cosmetics and items to get, right? More of the general Warframe arcanes to obtain, so I still have more to do, but for all intents and purposes, the majority of the update is complete. We have max level Gyre and all of the weapons are built up to a, decent enough level, right? They're max level 1, maybe 2 format in them. They're all strong enough for what they do, so not mad at that. So let's talk about how was the entire update. Like, did you like it? Was the update good? I guess this is an update review, right? So the new general faction, the holdfast, I kinda love them. They're pretty cool, interesting characters. Always tend to like the new Warframe characters, so I'm glad that they brought in an entire new faction that, they're pretty chill. There's a lot of lore and things you learn about them as you go up in the ranks of the holdfast standing, so I'm not gonna talk about much of that here, but just keep that in mind, right? They're just the sad people of the Zariman who kinda were left behind on the Zariman, so things happen, okay? You'll find out once you play the quest, don't worry. And I mean, they're pretty cool overall, right? The holdfast faction's pretty interesting. You get some cool weapons, you get great new arcanes, you get a great new Warframe. So all in all, I would say it was a pretty good update, right? I like the entirety of the Zariman. It was a good area, has 3 entire new game modes, and I hope they eventually incorporate like game modes like that elsewhere, but yeah, you never know, maybe next update type of thing, right? But until then, right, the Zariman update was, I would say, a solid update. The annoying thing is, it is a late game update, so a lot of earlier game players just kind of can only watch as they don't have maybe the new war complete, they're not all caught up in quests, right? So, I mean, it is what it is, that's how it is. It shouldn't be terrible to get to as long as you're decently progressed out in the game, but you do have to have the new war completed, you have to be all up to date on your quest line, so that being said, it is definitely kind of a pain in the butt, but I mean, it's pretty worth it. The new areas are cool. They bring new arcanes, new weapons, a new Warframe, new missions, right? And new areas like the Dorma Zone that you can deck out, make it look really cool. Some, general story spoilers here and there. Warframe tends to do that, so it shouldn't be too shocking. They have a lot of new things. An entire new weapon type was brought to the game, Incarnate Evolving Weapons, right? They're weapons that essentially, they have weapon mode 1, you charge up the gauge by getting headshots and pretty much annihilating the enemies, transform them, and then it goes into an even stronger weapon with, now a magazine or, in Melee's case, a time limit. And it does even more damage, gets even stronger, maybe it gets some AoE mixed in there, maybe more punch through, you never know, right? There's going to be more incarnate weapons in the future. For now, we only have 3, but all in all, they're pretty cool. The new weapons, other than the general incarnate weapons brought in the update, aren't as cool. They're pretty good, right? We have, let's see, the Hespar, we have the Alternox, and then we have that other, like, primary that I barely care about. I don't care too much about the weapons in this update, but they are pretty cool. Gyre's weapon, I mean, it's pretty interesting. You can't deny that, But all in all, I'm not going to be using a ton of these new weapons, other than maybe the secondary incarnate weapon, because, yeah, that one was kind of ridiculously good, and maybe the Hespar melee scythe. Those are the 2 weapons I tend to enjoy this update. The other ones I kind of care less about. Gyre's weapon is pretty cool, right? The electric orb. I think it's called the Alternox, but I could be wrong. It's a pretty cool weapon, all in all. I'm not mad at that, but it's not my, like, go-to new weapon. But, I mean, it is pretty good on Gyre, all in all. It works well. It's just not my cup of tea. all of the new Angels of the Zariman areas were really, really nice, right? We have 3 new entire game modes, right? Void Armageddon, we have the Void Flood, and then we have Void Cascade. Like, all in all, it gives us a good amount of new things and introduces new game modes, so I like it. The issue with the update was kind of like the Eximus unit update was kind of bonkers, and people are getting slapped around by them. They have so much health. They're actually like just boss units thrown in there now. So I mean, if that's what Warframe intended, game is harder because of that. If not, game is harder because of that. Right? Either way, I like most of the update in that regard, right? It's a pretty cool update. It brought us good new things and challenging new things that a lot of players are going to have troubles with. So, I mean, I like it for now. Even if I am playing it, like, kind of casually, but at the same time not, right? I'm not taking it too seriously. The enemies do slap you down a ton, especially if you're in Steel Path. But other than that, it's pretty fun. I love the new Angels enemies, the new type of floaty boy enemies you have to throw into your operator mode. I just can't remember what they're called right now, right? Little ghosty boys jump into your operator mode to take them out. Yeah, I like that. It makes a mandatory operator play. It's actually like pretty decent operator play. All in all, I like most of the update with the operator there. So hey, the new area of Angels of the Zariman is great. The Dorma Zone is a cool area for fashion framers and decorators alike to actually hang out and fashion frame and decorate to make it look really cool, right? It's a nice new thing. I'm not too mad. I quickly threw my Dorma Zone decorations down one stream, right? Follow twitch.tv/Pupsker if you want, and sub, like, all that usual YouTube stuff. But, I mean, I didn't pay too much attention to it. I just quickly threw down some stuff, called it a day. I eventually unlocked the Dorma Zone inner area, which is like you have to be max rank with holdfast, then you have to get 100,000 standing for the Vista suite key. Kind of a pain in the butt. Doesn't really unlock anything of use, especially in my case. It just unlocks an extra section of the Dorma Zone. I don't care to fashion frame, I guess, like decorate anything there really too much, because I already did my Dorma Zone, and now it's just a new part, so I just don't care. But that's all done with, right? We're going, magnifique. The new Warframe, Gyre, is actually pretty cool. She's an electric crit Warframe, right? You can hit red crits on her abilities pretty easily, do decent high damage. I don't think she's made for incredibly late game, like if you go to level 500 or 1000, whatever. That doesn't really matter though. She can pretty easily destroy and kill everything in Steel Path up to like sea drop rotation. So all in all, love the new Warframe Gyre. Her kit's pretty interesting, all just electric damage and then crit stacking. So I mean, you can't be too mad at that. A Warframe that just straight up has an ability that increases crit chance and then has a ton of electric abilities that, you know, have a built-in crit chance. I love it, right? I like the way she works generally as a Warframe. So Gyre is nice. New game modes, nice, right? New areas. I like pretty much all of the changes now that it's been a little bit. People were mad about the Void Dash changes. Fair enough, fair enough. They changed them for the most part, again, to be faster, longer, a little better, and I think they're decreasing delay there. People are a little annoyed about the, like, I think operator swapping to Warframe delay now that they updated that a little bit, and we're still waiting on more Angels of the Zariman updates to come out. For now, at least, everything's pretty fun, pretty playable, right? I have all of the big things, but not all of the small things. Gotta get all of those maxed rank arcanes, right? And maybe some of the smaller cosmetic stuff that some of the vendors sell from Angels of the Zariman, but I have all of the things that matter, all of the mods, right? So hey, we're good to go there. I'm loving life, right? Like, we're solid, we're set, right? Gameplay obviously in the background is just some random Angels of the Zariman gameplay. So if you want, right, throw a like my way. This is the end of the video. I just wanted to go over, like, is Angels of the Zariman good? Was it complete? All good and jazzed? Yes, it's pretty decent. I'm glad that they're like fixing up a lot of the earlier bugs because it did release on a buggy state. It was not great on release after like half a week or a week. The playability of it was a lot better and now it's, you know, pretty great. Now it's complete, okay? They're still fixing things up. They're going to be adding more things in Angels of the Zariman 1.1. I think that's what they're naming the next big Angels of the Zariman update. It'll bring 2 new incarnate weapons, I believe. And you know what? I'm happy about that, right? We got the Angels of the Zariman update. We're getting farther in Warframe. Next off, are we going to be getting Duviri Paradox? Will that be the next big update? Or will we get crossplay, cross-save? Will everyone be able to join the Corgi Cult clan? Will anyone and everyone be able to friend request me? That's really what we're waiting for, right? The chaos and anarchy which would be cross-play, cross-save, and, you know, me being able to play with console players and console being able to join the clan and it just being one unified Warframe is, in my opinion, the best thing that could happen. So we're waiting on it, okay? We're just chilling, waiting, playing the updates, farming out the loot. But hey, now that I'm all done, Angels of the Zariman, technically, I still have a lot of side stuff to do. But now that I'm all done, played all of it, got all the weapons. Thank you for all of the gifts, Comet, and anyone joining the streams, gifting random items and weapons and shenanigans like that. Appreciate it. 'Twas a good time. We have our weapons and fashion framing all done, and the new Void Shell skins are hype, right? So it was a good time. The update overall was good. It's not like the biggest update. That's going to be crossplay, cross-save. That's going to be huge. And then you would assume like Duviri Paradox will be a pretty interesting quest or area with some stuff to do. But this is a big quest area and gameplay area, not a huge quest though. Just a big area. So, a lot of stuff to do. I enjoy it. I still have a lot of random stuff to do, so I'm happy about that. Let me know what you thought of Angels of the Zariman. Was the update good? Was it bad? Let me know what you think. After, again, all of the fixes happened, the gameplay and update was a lot better. It was rough on release though, okay? So if you're angry about that, fair enough, right? Totally fair. The release was terrible. It was very borked and buggy for a lot of people, unplayable for many. So, you know, fair enough, fair enough. Let me know what you think. Sub, like, favorite. Check out any of the other videos if you want. But for now, that is it. I will see you all later. Have a good day. Have a good night. Check me out on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all of the social medias. Join the YouTube membership if you want to support the channel. I still very randomly stream on Twitch and YouTube, and I'm feeling kind of dead on the inside this week, so I'm probably going to be streaming a little less. I'm just way too sleepy, and, you know, Ruben's chilling here down here with me, so I'm just going to make more videos, stick to that probably this week, and just get through a lot of my backlog, because I have a lot of yearly videos that I kind of planned to make months ago that I just haven't made. So, yeah, thank you all for watching. Check out all of my random socials if you want to support the channel, but just you being here is appreciative. So, thank you, and I'll see you next time. Peace.